Hello, this is Gen Jeff here with Kerbal Space Program, and now we are working on the other part of the modular fuel rocket system thing. Oh. Trying to think of how we can do things. Momentarily, how heavy is that? That is 21.68 tons. I actually don't think that can lift a heavy enough payload for what I need to do. So, next launcher. Load. This should do it. This thing lifted one fucking hell of a payload. In fact, this thing was launching a... don't necessarily care about these side tanks, I can be thrown off. So this thing was lifting a 17... not quite. Besides, my concern is I don't think I can get rid of this part right there. Granted, how much do those things weigh, these tanks here? Should not be tasted. It's like, one thing I can do is I need a Kerbal shuttle anyway, so I can take these off. Whoops. Huh? Oh, wait a minute. I see. So I can get rid of this, because that is the command pod right there. Oh, goody. Goody goody gumdrops. How many Kerbals does that thing carry? That thing happens to carry... excellent. 3 crew, seats 2... atmospheric lander seats a single occupant. Full novel, full body crumple zone technology. Woohoo! So yeah. How big is this thing? It's not really all that big. So I can still take care of 2 birds with 1 stone. What I do, I can use this as part of the launcher, so I can click that. This will not need that there. It will not need these. I'm going to take that off. I'll have that. Stick a new mech jeb onto here. This thing weighs a whopping now 1.3 tons. Okay, utility. Need a crew compartment. Crew truck crab. That's precisely what we need. Nope. I know I have like a can thing. Oh, it's maybe structural. Nope. Utility. Ah, there it is. Crew storage container. So that'll carry a few Kerbals. It's not the biggest thing, but that is a-okay. Move that down. Okay, that's not particularly heavy. There's the nuclear engine. Very different design, that's for sure. Now some solar panels. Apparently we need a small tank. Place that there. Place this here. And it weighs 23.87 tons so far. So now what we're going to do is we're going to grab this adapter. Where's that big docking port? Really big docking port. That's a stack separator. Radial attachment port, bandit coupler utility. Does it fit? Oh my god, it fits! Upon realizing that this thing does need some RCS, whoops. Take it off there. Go to this. Bingo. I'll put some docking ports onto it. Just a couple docking ports. Don't need too many. Stick one there. Stick one there. Grab a structural component. Then we need another bit of utility. Radial connector port. There we go. So now we have our crew shuttle, which uses nuclear engines. Be interesting. Oh, that should give us a lot of working time, I imagine. That'll help stabilize it all. And now for the extra bit on top, which will need to be very, 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 very light. Oh, very, 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 very light being a relative term. It needs another docking port, because of the way that is set up. Utility. And immediately after it, coupler, bring this down. What we need is this engine connected to this fuel tank. sneaking suspicion that may not actually be enough. How much does this thing weigh? Some extra fuel still. Oh god, this is a tall rocket. Control. Utility. Its own docking port. And then since height is relatively limited, this thing on top isn't going to be particularly big. A little bit extra fuel. Remote guidance unit. A mech jeb. And then a couple of these attachment ports. On these attachment ports will be some small stuff. Too big. Utility. Nope, not using those apparently. Certainly will not be moving rovers. And they need landing legs. And then some small solar panels to operate. Use these. I'll take the parachute off for a second. There we go. Wow, those things weigh less than a ton each. They still need a little tiny thing for propulsion. These things shouldn't use too much fuel. There. So 2 landers. And then we need something else too. This will be under utility for whatever reason. For reasons I don't really understand. Never thought I'd see a decoupler that was too freaking big. Okay, so back to utility. Xenon storage containers. The structural. Solar panel there. Batteries there. Survey unit on the underside. Control, mech jeb, of course. And I'll stick an extra battery on there just in case. Come to think of it, yeah, I'll keep it like that. And performance is dying. Okay, that weighs... Those weigh more than those. That is kind of remarkable. I don't know why my performance is suddenly dying. So we're going to make this. That'll be the end of the episode, and then we save. Because I'm not launching it like this. It could be the sheer number of parts involved. That is most likely it, to be perfectly honest. Ooh, look at it stutter! And this here will be swapped out for the nuclear engine. And to be honest, I have the sneaking suspicion that won't really be enough. I can refuel it another way too, so... just in case. I can have that with a battery. Save. Maybe down low. There it is, 373 parts. This is not a small craft. It still weighs roughly the same as that, as before, which is good. 789 tons. Load. 789 tons, and okay, so it's 20 tons heavier. But we'll be dumping off those extra tanks as we go up, so I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. It's just the sheer number of parts causing the issue on this. So, let's launch this thing, shall we? See how badly it goes. Oh, now it's not having performance issues. I just have the sneaking suspicion I'm going to need to do this. We'll be dropping these tanks off as we go up now, so... And then we'll swap this out with the nuclear engine. I realized something. Because that other part lacks any ability to move on its own, I do need to make this have the ability to do that. And there we go, now it does. Oh, goody. Bill, you get the job. So, let's do this. Let's see how badly this goes. Wow! This is a tall rocket. I'm getting single-digit frame rates. Boo fucking yeah. Oh no. The parts are falling off! Ah! Well, that was successful.